Ellen Greenberg.
2011. 27-year-old Pennsylvania.
The Chester County District Attorney's Office now has the case and will begin investigating it. Ellen Greenberg's family has been trying to change the suicide ruling for over a decade.
I'm ecstatic. I think for the very first time, we may get an objective assessment of the case.
Okay guys, imagine this scenario. You're at home, trapped by the snow, and suddenly a call comes in.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
Help, I need a emergency now. I just walked to my apartment.
And like anyone who is very busy, you decide to not answer. Well, that person who was calling you was your best friend. Later you decide to call her back, but you will never have the chance to talk to her again. Because just hours after that call, you find out that your best friend took her own life. Today on Ricopt, I'm going to bring you one of those cases that make your blood run cold. With nothing more to say, let's go with the case. Ellen Greenberg. She was a 27-year-old woman who used to live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and also was a teacher at Junetta Park Academy and was engaged to her boyfriend, Sam Goldberg, a television producer for the NBC, one of the most top and prestigious positions at that time. Ellen and Sam were already living together in Manajunk Park, one of the wealthiest places in Pennsylvania. Living a dream life, Ellen was a cheerful girl who made everyone smile. However, in late 2010, Ellen began to say that her job was stressing her out, and she was considering quitting and moving in with her parents. Ellen told everything to her best friend Allison Stern. She was her confidant, but by early 2011, she stopped sharing the things with her best friend, and this is where everything will change. Everything, at this point of the story, everything will take a dramatic turn. Ellen began showing lack of enthusiasm, and a strange behavior was taking over her. Time passed, and Allison noticed something very unusual about Ellen. Her best friend wasn't the same. Days before Ellen's death, they went shopping, and since that moment, Allison said that her best friend was not the same. This includes her appearance. I mean, Ellen was the typical girl who doesn't leave her house with no makeup. But this time, Ellen's hair wasn't done. Plus, she wasn't wearing any makeup, and in addition, she was acting in a really strange way. She even started crying in the fitting room. Ellen apologized to Allison, saying, "I'm so sorry. I know I'm not myself, but I will get it together." Time passed and we arrived on the moment of the incident. On January 26, 2011, that day a terrible snowstorm hit Philadelphia, leaving Ellen trapped at her home. At that moment, Ellen tried to call her best friend Allison, but she never picked up her phone. Then at 4:45 p.m., her fiance, Sam left the place, leaving Ellen alone. When he returned from the gym, he tried to open the door, but at that moment the door was locked. With a swing bark locking the door, he didn't know what was going on at that moment. He tried to contact Ellen in all the possible ways. First, he started knocking the door, normal. Second, he called her. Third, he texted her. And then he started showing it, but he never ever get any replies. Sam decided to break down the door, and what he saw was so terrifying, so horrific, that he decided to call 911. That scene was the definition of hell.
Help, I need a emergency now. I just walked to my apartment. My fiance's on the floor with blood everywhere.
What is the address? Is this a house or apartment?
Oh no! Oh no! It's an apartment.
She's bleeding from.
I don't know. I can't tell.
No, sir, you have to calm yourself down in order to get you some help.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm looking at her right now. I can't see anything. There's nothing broken. She's bleeding. Ellie?
You don't know where she's bleeding from? Can't see where the blood's coming from?
I think her head. I think she hit her head, I think.
Okay, hold on for rescue for her. Stay on the phone. Philadelphia Fire Department 842. What's the address? No.
Yes.
What's wrong?
I went downstairs to go work out. I came back up. The door was latched. My fiance's inside. She wasn't answering. So after about a half hour, I decided to break it down. I see her now just on the floor with blood. She's not responding.
Okay, is she breathing? Look at her chest. I need you to calm down, and I need you to look at her chest. It's really.
I really don't think she is.
Listen to me. Someone's on the way. Look at her chest. Is she flat on her back?
She's on her back. Do I pray her?
Look at her chest and tell me if it's going up and down, up and down.
I don't see her moving.
Okay, I can tell you what to do, okay, until they get there. I want you to keep her flat on her
God.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, okay.
Are you willing to do CPR with me over the phone until they get there?
I have to, right?
Okay, so get her flat on her back, bare her chest, okay? You want to rip her shirt off.
Oh, shit.
Okay? You need to kneel down by her side.
Oh, my God. Ellie, please.
Listen, you can't freak out, sir, because you
Okay, I'm trying not to. Her shirt won't come off. It's a zipper.
Rip
Oh,
it
my
off.
God. She stabbed herself.
Where?
She fell with a knife. Oh, no. Her knife's sticking out.
Her what?
There's a knife sticking out of her heart.
Ellen was leaning against a kitchen cabinet with a knife stuck in her chest. And not only that, this scene gets more sinister because she had stabbed herself 20 times. And pay attention to this, guys. 8 times in the chest, 10 times in the back of her neck, once in her abdomen, and once across her scalp. And pay attention to this, guys, because this is when the inconsistencies begin. First, when the forensics arrive at the crime scene to analyze the body, the investigating officers claim that they found no evidence of a struggle in the kitchen area or anywhere else in the apartment, but Sam had broken down the door. There should have been signs of a struggle, or at least in that area. The most suspicious part of all is that a former pathologist at the medical examiner's office, identified as Dr. Marlon Osborne, initially ruled her death as a homicide. However, after a discussion with the police, they declared the cause of death to be suicide and closed the case without providing any explanation. Furthermore, there's the fact that the police want us to believe that Ellen was at home cutting fruit and out of nowhere she lost it and self-inflicted 20 wounds. This seems to be impossible given the state her body was in. It looks more like a crime of passion. If it were true that Ellen stabbed herself 20 times, it means she continued to do so despite the pain, the blood, and the severity of the injuries, such as the chest wound. And this was too impossible to believe. First, when a person wants to end their life, they rarely use a knife. And when they do, it's typical to cut in vital areas. Second, Ellen's parents never believed what happened to their daughter, so they decide to hire their own forensic pathologist. This expert determined that the stab wound Ellen received in her skull was so severe that it had penetrated Ellen's cranial cavity, which would have caused such intense pain that it would have left her unconscious, preventing her from stabbing herself 20 times. And there are even more inconsistencies. For example, Ellen was holding the knife with her right hand when she is left-handed. Also, there is evidence that suggests that Ellen was lying on the floor when she received a lot of stabs. And more evidence that suggests that what happened to Ellen, it wasn't self-inflicted. Someone did that. One of the strongest theories is that Ellen was ready to end the relationship, and Sam killed her in a fit of rage and staged everything to make it look like Ellen did this to herself because Sam comes from a very wealthy and influential family, and at that moment, a casualty happened. His family made a huge contribution for the Attorney General Josh Shapiro, who is now the state's governor. Due to all these inconsistencies, Josh and Sandy Greenberg have been on a journey to seek justice for their daughter. In 2019, Ellen's parents filed a civil suit against the Philadelphia Medical Examiner's Office and the pathologist who conducted the autopsy, aiming to have Ellen's official cause of death changed from suicide to homicide or left undetermined. The case remains active and they continue to their efforts. Okay guys, I know this was a very short video, but I hope you enjoyed the video, have a great time, and if you like the video, well, share it with your friends, subscribe, don't forget the bell and hit the like button. See you on the next video. Bye.